Howdy everyone, Runt9 here, and welcome to Runt9 Plays Fort Triumph. Fort Triumph is a new tactical turn-based RPG combining elements of XCOM and Heroes of Might and Magic together into what is hopefully kind of a new, unique spin on the genre. It comes out from developer Cookie Byte Entertainment and published by All In Games. And I basically just completed the tutorial. I started a new campaign and we're going to dive right in together and play this out over the next week. I imagine that there is enough content in a campaign to fill out a week's worth of videos, but if not, we'll start a second campaign as the week goes by. So basically, where we started out with is we have these three heroes, and it wants us to go find another one. Now, we are going to have to find the right camera position here, and I really don't know. We'll go there for now, but that may not end up being where we want it to be for combat, but seems to be where we want it to be on the world map. So we have beat coins, which appears to be the regular currency. You've got magic, purchasing advanced buildings, renown for guild upgrades, and then heroes across all parties. Okay, so how about we go check out the magic? And I would imagine right click is how you get there. And then it wants us to go here, but there's also some skeletons with a coin chest. So how about we head into that battle real quick? So one of the interesting things that I learned from the tutorial is this game has some sort of environment-based or environment destruction, physics-based type setup. And I found it very interesting because, you know, it adds a little bit of an extra tactical layer to things. Let's take a look at where the enemies are. Looks like they are back there. Okay, so it's starting us off with our wizard, who has a magic arrow, just kind of a basic attack. Typical Overwatch stuff that you've got in XCOM style games. Faraway lift moves a single target onto a nearby tile. And then whirlwind. And this is the one where you can push items or environmental objects into another target, which will stun them, lowering their action points by 2. You can see we've got 2 action points here. So I'd venture to guess that our best option here is going to be to whirlwind this rock into this enemy or knock this tree down. This has an 82% chance, so I think this is what we're going to go for. And so we got the stun. We managed to knock them back into a wall as well to get the kill. So at this point, move a single target onto a nearby tile. I think that this is probably where we will just end our turn because we are in some good cover. One of the other positive things about this, from my understanding, is there is a regular initiative system. So it's not like you get your entire team to go first. Never mind. I'm totally wrong on that. You're supposed to switch to your other characters and have them do something, as it turns out. So we're going to actually stick with whirlwind and knock this pillar down. It does not appear that we can do that. Well, then how about we run over here and then just shoot a regular attack. Oh, that's because it's on cooldown. Okay. And then yeah, so you should use your other heroes. Makes sense. We have Brace, which halves the damage received from attacks. We can't Overwatch with a melee character. Then you can kick enemies, or we could just 100% chance to kill. Seems legit. And then you are... Or hold on, you need to just end your turn. So let's switch over to our Ranger, who cannot, or can actually hit, but that's from a very long ways away. So I actually just want to put you on Overwatch and end there. That way we get a nice 6 HP crit. Looks like our paladin is going to take a crit to the face. Okay, so the game doesn't mess around as far as taking damage is concerned. How about we scooch over here? This should give us a better line of sight. 55 is still not much. He is still behind cover from here. But even with the 55% chance, we got the kill. And I have played plenty of XCOM, so I do understand how that goes. Grade D, so I guess it's probably not as good as it should be. So I do know that a 90% chance means that you're not going to hit, and a 30% chance means you are going to hit. I know XCOM very well. So we can either let the heroes gain XP or gain a bunch of coins. I feel like XP is probably going to be more beneficial, and it looks like we have some level ups here. So this is obviously, for me, easily the most important part about how fun I think this game is going to be long term is how can you build up your heroes and how many different heroes are there in the game. So it looks like we can gain new abilities or level up existing abilities potentially. We have 2 skill points, and it seems like that until you get to level 3, there's no upgrades for your existing skill points. So how about we gain a new ability? Okay, and there's 3 different abilities, and it looks like you only get 1. Okay. So you've got Curse, Arrow, 2 AP, fires an arrow that curses a single target, so cannot use in melee, cooldown 2 turns. What does Curse do? Oh, it tells you what this does. Okay, minus 50% power for 2 turns. That seems pretty good. Good debuff. Blast of fire spreading from the mage. So this is a point blank area of effect. And then electrocute, causing it damage when it moves, ignores cover. 1 damage per tile traveled up to 8 times for 2 turns. I really like that against melee enemies. So I think I'm going to go that route, because then they basically choose, am I a melee enemy and I'm going to stay at range and not move forward, or am I going to move forward and potentially take a bunch of damage? So I like that. So for you, our paladin increases armor by 3 for 1 turn, does not cost any AP. Blinding Light summons Holy Light to blind an enemy, crippling its accuracy. Cannot miss, does not require line of sight. Minus 40 accuracy for 2 turns. Holy Light to paralyze, preventing it from moving, ignores cover. I do like that one quite a bit, because it's only 1 AP. It allows us to do that and an attack. I'm thinking that's going to be pretty good. It ignores cover. This one, however, doesn't require line of sight. But as opposed to a guaranteed paralysis if it hits, I think I'll take that one. Then we've got Curse Arrow here as well. Prod pushes a unit 1 tile away. I'm pretty sure that's a reference to Worms. We got Smoke Bomb, blinds targets in an area. Blinds allies and enemies alike, so we have to be careful if, say, our paladin is in melee range. We need to be careful with that. Honestly, I'm thinking that Curse Arrow is actually going to be pretty good on our ranger here. Okay, so already definitely enjoying that. Do we heal after the fact? Yes, it definitely appears that we heal, and maybe we heal on level up. So I believe this is the quest that we're supposed to go into. The mean plays with the hero from the poster lays deserted, but as you move closer, you spot a group of goblins in the distance. Approach them. Highest level heroes of each class are summoned to with preference to heroes in the interacting party. So I feel like we should just go ahead and grab the 4th hero, because I think that is ultimately where the quest wants us to go right off the bat. And I am interested in seeing what the other hero classes are. Because so far we've got a pretty typical paladin, ranger, mage. I mean, that's about as typical as it gets. Go ahead and skip the story. Don't care too much. So we need to get back there. This is feeling very XCOM-like. We've got some basic goblin raiders. Now, the thing is, range on electrocute, 68% chance, 61% chance. 79% chance to knock that onto the goblin, though. I think I'll take the 79%. We could have potentially moved into a better position, but we got 7 HP and a stun out of it, so I'm going to be pretty happy about that. And then let's go ahead and push back behind this rock. In fact, we may have even wanted to start there. So the paladin, what's the range on this one? 14 tiles. How about we paralyze this goblin for 1 AP, and then honestly we could move up and smack it, but with this goblin being 1 AP, we can't quite get in range. So I actually think we're going to just go ahead and move up behind this rock. Passive stun protection, attack of opportunity, and Peon. I actually didn't look at any of this. And then Tenacious, +1 power and speed. I also haven't seen if there's like any gear or anything like that. Okay, good to know. And then how about our Ranger? I think it would be ideal to be able to move into a flanking position. And with that Goblin not able to move and this Goblin not able to attack, I'm okay moving up this close and then going for 4 to 5 damage or a Curse Arrow for 2 turns. You know, I think we'll just go for the simple arrow attack. And then I believe that will end all of the things we can do here. Can we drop this onto him? Hold on. No. I want to take this rock and drop it on top of him. So that. Okay, 3. That object. Okay, you cannot drop it onto an enemy, unfortunately. But we can put him on top of a rock, apparently. Sure. that works. And then Electrocute has a pretty solid range, but I think that we'll want to try to... I'd probably move up around here. Yeah, I think that'll be a good place for us to be. And then we can probably go for the magic arrow. Oh, 15% chance though. All right, maybe we just go for the electrocute. 75% did get him electrocuted. Why don't we just run up and smack this guy? 3 to 4 damage, so no guarantees we get the kill. Honestly, I'm fine with that. We'll go ahead, run up there, smack the dude. Okay, so you've got some cinematic camera stuff. A lot of similarities to XCOM here, which I'm okay with. You know, it's a different take on XCOM. 22% chance from here. Why don't we scooch over? That should give us a much better line of sight. No, it doesn't. What is blocking the way here? You can literally... Oh, he did have brace. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. First arrow, 24%. All right, well, just take the 24% chance shot here. Yeah, that's fine. Not a big deal. And he died from electrocution. Perfect. So we're good to go. And so at this point, we just need to move up until we reveal more enemies. So just move up behind this tree and, you know, play it safe. Honestly, just put you in Overwatch. Paladin, we'll get you up behind this tree stump. You need to be the most forward person. Honestly, even go up to this tree. Keep scouting ahead. All right, so there's our extra goblins. All regular goblins, nothing to really worry about there. Are there any objects we can move around? No. So you kind of just have to hang out, and then so from this point of view, I think that we'll probably just move up behind this rock, double tap Overwatch, and then that'll end our turn. Are you going to go for a shot? You're going into Overwatch. You're going to go into Brace. Then you're probably going to hide in Brace. Okay, that's totally fair. What I would ideally like to do is not take Overwatch to the face. We can't quite knock that tree down. We could bump that rock into the goblin behind it, though. Why don't we try that? Can we scooch over this way? Yeah, that would trigger an Overwatch. This would get us just the one tile closer we need in order to cast Whirlwind on this tree. 56%. We'll go for it. We did crack the tree. All right. So I'm assuming that the not very watchful achievement I just got means that we have canceled his Overwatch effectively. And then You are a goblin raider, so holy shackles on you seems like a good idea. We probably should have moved in closer. So we did get him paralyzed, and then we won't be able to get in range. So actually, kick does cost 2 AP. Okay. Why don't we just scooch up to this tree and then just kind of hang out? And then Yvonne, do you have anything you can do here? Not from where you're standing. This arrow does need a does have line of sight. We'll probably just bump up to this tree and then see what our chances look like. 44, 45, and 11. Your best chance? You haven't taken anything yet, because this is the one who was paralyzed. So how about we go for the curse arrow? 45% is pretty bad. Maybe we should just go into Overwatch. Yeah, just end everything, finish up in Overwatch. Take the shot. Oh, baby. Let's go. Only took 2 damage there, not a big deal. You're just gonna run away because that's basically all you can do. Okay. So now we want to actually maybe even try to knock that tree. Well, let's switch over to our paladin. 6 to 7 damage. We should be able to get the kill here. All right, I think that we are going to turn off the cinematics. I don't think that I care too much about that. Auto intern definitely, and then auto camera will probably drop that. Game speed, honestly, let's go 1.5 times, and then we'll figure it out from there. Actually, battle AI speed 1.5. We'll kind of see how that goes. And then let's just scooch up here. Be ready to move if need be. So this won't get us a flanking position. That's actually probably where we should have put the ranger. Let's move over to this rock. I think we're still on a low line of sight here. 60% actually isn't that bad. Can we pull him into the mushroom? I think that might knock the mushroom into our paladin, but I kind of want to try. Yeah, okay, so that was bad. Don't do that. We bumped the mushroom into the rock, or bumped the mushroom into the paladin, who went backwards into the rock, who stunned the ranger. Okay, so that was about as bad as that could have possibly been. Note to self. So I think if we go behind this tree, we can't actually whirlwind here. So how about we just go for the electrocute? We did get it even on the 59% chance. Okay, so this doesn't use XCOM RNG. Because we're hitting way more often than XCOM RNG would. So you can level up in the middle of a battle. So what does this do? Magic Arrow absorbs health, healing the mage by 1 HP. Whirlwind's cooldown is reduced by 1. Or a new ability. Honestly, give me -1 cooldown on Whirlwind. I wanna have a better uptime on that. And then let's just smack this dude. Oh yeah, turning off the cinematic camera, very much appreciated. And then you are all the way back there. Can we get into a covered flanking position? I don't think so. No, that's where I wanted to put our ranger. Oof. Bit of a misstep there. Do we walk over there to grab loot? Oh, okay. Speed potion. +5 speed for 2 turns. 0 action points. Sure, pop it. You have to select yourself. Okay. Well, from here, that's going to be a pretty difficult shot to hit. So we'll go for the 30% chance. Yeah, not really hoping much there. We're in a bad position. I actually think we want to just come around the side, get the flanking position, and just shoot him. Yeah, that seemed to be the best way to handle that. Okay, so there's going to be more enemies back there. We should probably try to keep as safe as possible until we see them. So, Overwatch for you. Paladin, you get up there and open that crate. Frida, you look like probably a druid. Skip that. And then, why don't you just brace in case somebody decides to pop up out of nowhere. We'll head up to that rock and then enter Overwatch. Okay, nothing to be worried about just yet. We'll push up to that point, and then Overwatch seems good. Why don't you go to this rock? Nothing? Okay, go to this rock. Nothing? Okay, go to this tree. There we go, now we see them. And so that's going to be the boss who's going to have the key to unlock what we need. So he has 13 HP. And then you've got a Goblin Raider and a Goblin Scout. Okay. So essentially what I think we want to do here... Honestly, that's not as far up as I would like to be, but go for it. Get the Overwatch, and then that's just going to have to be good enough. Good miss. Blinded. Okay. So, Solaris being blinded isn't the biggest deal, but it does definitely stink. Whirlwind isn't going to be able to hit anything, so we are going to want to scooch up a bit. Let's push up to this tree, and then probably knock this onto... That's the scout. Yeah, we'll knock it onto the scout. Yeah, there we go. 73% chance has been working out reasonably well. I think probably dropping a Holy Shackles on the boss would be good, but we're going to want to get into a better flanking position first. Why don't we come on over here and then drop Holy Shackles 52%. He is paralyzed. And then why don't we move this into his line of sight? I don't know if that's going to be helpful or not, but it would be kind of cool if it is. So if we go here, I don't know that we'll have a flanking shot, but here we definitely should. Like, we should have a 72% chance. Seems good. Go ahead and hit my mans with a Curse Arrow. 3 damage, 2 blocked, but also does less damage. Okay. I like that turn. That was a good turn. Let's see here. Probably would like to go over behind this tree. That should give us a good flanking shot. He does have some armor. Yeah, 50% damage received. Really, we should probably focus down the boss, because he's going to be the one doing the most damage. He is braced and will attack the first unit that comes within range, so he is on Overwatch right now as well. The only problem is we can't quite get into a good range for a shot on him, whereas we've got a 92% chance to hit that dude. I feel like that was just the best way to handle that. 3 to 4 damage, 3 to 4 damage. I mean, honestly, if we can get this guy dead, that seems best. But why don't we come over here and then kick the tree down into him? There we go. That straight up just gets the kill. So the environmental stuff seems significantly better than just using your regular attacks, at least for the moment. So I'm gonna probably focus more on that. And then maybe we can pull him into the tree? 20% chance? I mean, probably just go into Overwatch, let's be honest here. No! I forgot about the scout. I forgot about the scout. That was my bad. I should have just shot him. Okay, so we are probably going to lose. Because I do have permadeath on, because that's how I prefer to play these types of games, as you guys pretty much well know at this point. We are stunned, and I think that the best option is just run. Go all the way back there. So actually the mage is probably going to be the one taking damage here. Nope, okay. Yeah, so we're probably going to have a total party wipe, which would end this campaign, I believe. We'll go run back here. Whirlwind the tree. Okay, so we got him dead. But now there's no way for us to get to the scout right now. We can try to paralyze him. And then get to a spot where next turn we'll have... This should put like 0 line of sight for him. Okay, missed our mage. 11%. The closest we're going to be able to get is right here. So do that. Do you have a shot? 83% chance. Don't XCOM me. Okay. Thank you. You leveled up again. Magic arrow restoring HP seems pretty good at this point, but give me a new ability. Cross-class ability, common ability, common ability. Cancels reactions of a single target. Blink teleports the mage to an empty tile, can move through walls and other objects, does not trigger reaction attacks. Empowers an ally for 2 turns, greatly increasing its physics capabilities, allowing it to push-pull targets much further. That's a really interesting boost, but I'm going to say Blink for the utility seems incredibly useful. So at this point, we pretty much just... Oh, that... Okay. I got confused for a second. You also have a speed potion. At this point, we should just be running back to unlock the boxes, right? Or no, we need to go pick up the key from the dead boss. Is that not what we're doing? Oh, yeah, we go there. Got it. And then we can skip. There we go. Escape to skip. Okay, so we lost the ranger in that one. That was my bad. I completely forgot about the scout. In my defense, it is late. I have done a bit of stuff today. Yeah, so, I mean, lore is great, but lore is not for me. So we picked up Frida Skullsplitter. Oh, she's a barbarian. So what does she got going on? Claws attack. Dishonorable yet effective close range attack against a single target. So she's like a barbarian druid. And then kick is her basic physics ability. Savage, paladin, mage. Okay, so barbarian / druid type thing. Brace, kick, attack of opportunity. And then ice cold, very rare, has a chilling effect. Attacks and physics abilities inflict frozen, has immunity to fire and ice, -1 to speed. Then I haven't even paid attention to the fact that there are in fact stats. There's physics and crit chance. Is that a 50% crit chance right out of the gate? Okay, I didn't even look at these. Tenacious, power and speed when outnumbered. Sprinter, +2 speed on first movement in a turn, -3 speed for the rest in the turn. Interesting. So you unlock more ability slots. Okay. I'm starting to get a feel for this. We also can rename characters, which if we were on stream, I would definitely let people turn in their loyalty points for that. So at this point, parties have unused, can construct a building today. So why don't we construct a building? City Hall increases coin production by a lot. Citadel increases hero cap by 2, +4 in total. During a siege, provides a foot soldier and a peasant, and the health of defending units is increased. Cannot build, requires Citadel. Costs more. Increase max HP. Increase beet farm production. What about Fort, Guild, inventory slots? Purchase, so we can get plus inventory slots. Tier 1 weapons increases the damage. So I think we're going to want to save up for some of those. Tactics. 1 extra AP at the start of battle. And then heroes, we can get John Dredmington for beats. All right, I'm already starting to feel this a little bit. Consistent abilities have plus minus 5% hit chance for every successive hit or miss by the unit. So you are another ranger. You are another paladin, it looks like. You have hammer strike, so I'm going to venture to guess that you are another paladin with pushy. Overdoes it. Physics abilities push objects farther. Then you have sprinter, and then you are another savage. Okay. Interesting. And so we can create a second party, which I think is a Heroes of Might and Magic kind of thing. So we've got a town hall that can be upgraded. University provides access to advanced buildings, increases the amount of XP. Just kind of, you know, getting my bearings, getting a feel for, you know, whatever crunchiness is going on with the mechanics. And I think at this point, you know, we've got some pretty expensive buildings later on and some expensive upgrades. So I feel like getting our economy ticking, adding in some more beat or coin production seems like a good idea. We can only do that one building per week or turn. Rendezvous with Avathos, which I don't necessarily know where that's at. Do we have a quest marker? We do. All right, well, we are hitting about the 30-minute mark. So we have some movement steps left. We can only move to the yellow. Provides power bonus for the next battle. Why don't we go pick up that tree? +1 power for next battle, and then it looks like that's an end turn. Okay, well, seems like a good place to leave it off. We're right at around 32 minutes. That's a great episode. I'm very intrigued by this game so far. And, you know, I almost wanted to put out another day of Monster Train since the new XCOM comes out tomorrow, but maybe we'll do an XCOM series in addition to this one. We'll kind of see how it goes. Run a little bit of what's the new XCOM look like versus Fort Triumph, because it's got a lot of those XCOM elements. But I like the overworld significantly better than the typical XCOM thing. I like this more Heroes of Might and Magic thing going on. Feels a bit more 4X-like in that regard. So far, enjoying Fort Triumph. I'm looking forward to a full week of this, and yeah, that'll do. So, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your feedback, likes, dislikes, comments, all that good stuff. In addition, subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future. And check out the link tree in the description below. I've got links in there to Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. Come hang out in the community Discord, follow me on Twitter, and check out streams 5 days a week on twitch.tv/Runt9plays. But until the next episode, I'm Runt9, and I'll see you later.